Hi, dear children. Good evening once again. It's been a long time since I interacted with you over this medium. Hope you're all enjoying your holidays. I had introduced you to your main textbook, but I thought I had a thought in my mind today. I should introduce you to your supplementary textbook in English. The title of or the name of the book is A Pact with the Sun. This is a short book with few interesting stories which you learn as a supplementary textbook. But whenever you read anything in English, I would like you to focus on the vocabulary, on the morals that the story conveys, and the beauty of the English language. Why don't we start the first lesson in your supplementary textbook? A tale of two birds. A tale, T-A-L-E. A story of two birds. There was a forest where a bird and her two young baby birds lived in a nest. The other day I spoke to you about your lovely homes where you stay happily with your parents. Now these two baby birds, their home was a nest in a tall shady tree where the mother bird took care of her little baby birds. But one day there was a big storm with thunder, lightning and heavy wind. The wind blew down many trees. Dear children, I don't have to explain this to you more. Just close your eyes and visualize the storm or the rain that we are experiencing these few days after 5 o'clock in the evening. Lightning and thunder. And the tree on which the two birds lived came down because of the heavy wind. And a heavy branch hit the nest and the mother bird was killed. Fortunately, these two baby birds, the strong wind, they blew these birds to the other side of the forest. They were saved. One landed near a robber's cave and the other landed near a Rishi's ashram. You know who a Rishi is? A holy man or a sannyasi. Days passed, months passed, and the two baby birds, they grew up in their new homes. One home was in a robber's cave and the other found a home in a Rishi's ashram. Now children, let's leave that aside. The king of that country one day decided to go hunting to the forest. He came with a group of people. Suddenly he saw a deer. You know what a deer is, D-E-E-R, a beautiful animal. He chased the deer and as he chased the deer, he went deeper and deeper into the forest. He lost his way. He was confused, he looked around and he started riding and he was so tired he lost his way and he reached a place near a cave. There was a tree near the cave. He sat down under the tree to rest. Suddenly he heard a voice. Quick, quick, hurry up. There's someone under the tree with lot of jewels. Hurry up. The king was amazed. He looked around. He saw a brown bird sitting on the tree. The king got scared. The king suddenly rode away. He rode away and he reached a clearing, a place where there was an ashram. You know the ashram where one of the baby birds had reached. And again our king tied his horse to a tree and sat down. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice. Welcome to the ashram. Please come inside. The Rishi will be back. Please have some water. Please may. The king looked up. He saw a brown bird. So he thought, this brown bird looks like that bird near that cave who spoke very badly to me. So this bird said, you are right, sir. He is my brother, but he has made friends with some robbers and now he talks and behaves like a robber. Just then, the Rishi entered. The Rishi spoke in the same soft way. Welcome, sir. Come inside, have some water and food. So the king told the Rishi, I saw two birds. They looked the same, but I got different treatment from the two birds. So the Rishi explained, one bird is living with me, the other bird is living with robbers. So the bird which lives with robbers imitates the robbers. He lives like the robbers, he behaves like the robbers. So the king understood. One is known by the company one keeps. What do you mean by company? Friendship. So children, what is the moral that comes to your heart? We should choose good friends. Always have good company. I would also add to it, if some of your friends are doing something which is not correct, it is your duty to correct them and bring them to the right path. For this, you could take the advice and guidance of your teachers, your counselor, or even of your parents. I hope you've understood the story. The two baby birds were separated by a big storm. They lost their mother, but they were brought up in two different situations. One was brought up with a group of robbers. He behaved like the robbers. The other was brought up by a holy sannyasi. He behaved like that. Now, there are a few questions at the back of your lesson. Had I been in class with you, we would have discussed, and I am sure you would have shot up from your benches. Now that's not possible, so I think I'll have a discussion here. But I see you before my eyes. I imagine that my students are with me in this room in my home. The question number 1. How did the two baby birds get separated? I'm sure most of you would have given me the answer. The two baby birds got separated by that storm because their mother was killed. And one landed in a Rishi's ashram and the other landed in a robber's cave. Where did each one of them find a home? Once more, let me repeat. One found a home in a Rishi's ashram and the other in a robber's cave. What did the first bird say to the stranger? We know what the first bird, the bird which was brought up by the robbers, he said, hurry up, let's rob this man. And what did the second bird say? He said, welcome to the ashram. Make yourself comfortable. Now question number 5. How did the Rishi explain the different ways in which the birds behaved? The Rishi said, one is known by the company one keeps. The bird brought up by the robbers imitates the robber, and the bird brought up by the Rishi behaves with good manners like the Rishi. Now the 6th question. It is a multiple choice question. Which one of the following sums up the story best? Which is the moral? A bird in hand is worth two in the bush. One is known by the company one keeps. A friend in need is a friend indeed. I would say the second one. The moral of the story, the theme of the story, one is known by the company one keeps. Dear children, make a reading of the lesson aloud at home many times. You can note the vocabulary. Now, whenever I teach you something, I love the English language. I love teaching English. And today let me introduce you to yet another interesting facts about English words or English vocabulary. Now, let's examine the title of the story, A Tale of Two Birds. The word tale spelled as T-A-L-E. It means a story. Now let me give you another sentence. The squirrel has a bushy tail. The spelling is T-A-I-L. These two words are pronounced the same. They sound the same. But look children, the spelling is different. The meaning is different. So words in English which sound the same but have different spellings and different meanings are called homophones. They are called homophones. Another example would be from the lesson, the word deer. D-E-E-R. The king chased a deer and lost his way. It's the name of an animal. Now, another word. I love my dear students of class 6. The spelling is D-E-A-R. So these two words, they sound the same. The pronunciation is same, but the spelling is different. The meaning is different. Such words in English are called as homophones. Now let me introduce you to another word from the lesson. Company. One is known by the company one keeps. Here the word company spelled C-O-M-P-A-N-Y. We pronounce it as company and the meaning is friendship. Now here the same word with the same spelling and the same sound. Company, C-O-M-P-A-N-Y, and it sounds company, but I'll give you a sentence. My uncle works in a company. Here company means a business organization or an office. So you look here, the spelling is the same, the pronunciation is the same, but the meaning is different, children. You call such words with the same spelling, same pronunciation, but different meanings. We call them homonyms. And I could give you another example of an homonym. The word fly, F-L-Y. I love to fly in an aeroplane. Okay? Fly, F-L-Y. Another fly. I saw a fly on top of my food. F-L-Y, same spelling, same pronunciation, but a different meaning. That is homonym. Now the last one. Again from the lesson. A heavy wind came and destroyed the tree. W-I-N-D. Yes, it's wind. I pronounce it as wind. Now I introduce you to another word, W-I-N-D, the same spelling but a different pronunciation, wind and a different meaning. I have to wind my watch every day. So the word, they are spelled the same. They have the same spelling but they have different pronunciations and they have different meaning. Such words are called homographs. So I have introduced you to homonyms, words which sound the same but they have different spelling and they have different meanings. Homophones. Homonyms, words which have the same spelling, the same sound or the same pronunciation but different meaning. We call them homonyms. And the last one is homograph. You have two words with the same spelling but different pronunciation and different meanings. They are called homographs. Now, when I come back to you in the classrooms, we'll be having several language games. Why don't you have a language game using homophones, homonyms and homographs? First of all, go through the lesson. You can pick out homophones, you can pick out homographs and homonyms, and you go beyond the lesson. Take the help of whoever is with you at home. Your parents, your elder brothers, cousins, or your grandparents. They could help you make a list of homonyms in English, homophones in English, and homographs in English. Now, we have a tendency to just Google things and get. My dear children, I know that the internet is very accessible to all of us, but let's not do it that way. When I was a kid like you, I didn't have all these resources. My resources were storybooks, textbooks, newspapers, and of course my own mother who was a teacher, and my grandmother also who was a teacher, and all other teachers who helped me. So when you go about this holiday assignment to pick out homophones, homonyms and homographs, please don't go to the technology or the internet. Go to books. Speak with your parents. and pick out list. As usual, I'll tell you, don't do it in your notebooks. Please do it on whatever piece of paper is available to you. You may post it to me. I enjoy seeing your work. It gives me a lot of happiness in my heart when I see my children responding to my lessons. And I'm sure you all want your teacher to be happy and healthy. Waiting for your response. I hope you will post me the list of homophones, homonyms and homographs. Now it's time to wind up. Let me wind up with lot of love to you, with promise that I'll be meeting you with more interesting lessons. Take care and bye.